We're back!
It's finally here, NFL Week 1. And you know what that means. We got to go through all the games, give our opinions and predictions on who's going to win each and every single game. I'm going to be doing this every single week for the whole NFL season. So expect this video on Thursdays usually, but I'm making it on Friday this time. Unfortunately, I did not pick for the Thursday night game. I would have picked the Bills, but we'll count that as a loss on our stats because we did not get to pick in time. So 1 o'clock on Sunday. My favorite team, the New Orleans Saints, takes on the Atlanta Falcons. If we lose this game to Marcus fucking Mariota, I mean, we might as well chalk it up as a L on the season. So I'm going New Orleans Saints on this one. Next game, the Bears versus the 49ers. Trey Lance's first ever start in the NFL. I am very excited to watch this game because I want to see how Trey Lance actually is, and I want to see a second-year Justin Fields coming out of Ohio State. That is my favorite college team, so I'm excited. I want to see him succeed. He's got Darnell Mooney, and he's got David Montgomery back, but I just feel like they're wasting his years away because they are so bad. That offensive line is atrocious, so I'm going to be going with the 49ers. They'll find a way, even if Trey Lance isn't that great. And next game is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's got a new quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, and they're going to have their solid defense like they did last year. But I don't think they're going to be good enough to beat the Bengals, defending AFC champions. And they got a better O-line, so they should be even better than they were last year. It's just a matter, can they get out of that AFC again? It's going to be tough. Eagles and Lions. I do think the Lions are gonna get right around the 7 to 8 wins, maybe even sneak into a wild card spot this year. I do have hope for them. Unfortunately, I do think they're gonna lose this first week to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, I hope he's making new steps to being better this year, and they got A.J. Brown. I think they're just better. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. This game is tricky. The Dolphins and the Patriots. The Dolphins, they got Tyreek Hill to add with Waddle, but Tua, he is the real question. Is he going to be good? If he's not good, then they'll probably lose. But if he can play good and Tyreek Hill makes a big difference like they think he is, I think they win. But I'm not a big fan of Tua, so I don't think they're going to do that. And I think the Patriots have been getting hated on all off season. I think they come out strong and get a dub to start us off. The Jets, I mean, they have Joe Flacco playing. So, yeah, that pretty much explains my Baltimore Ravens pick. Plus, they got Marcus Peters back. Plus, they got J.K. Dobbins back. They are getting all their players back, and they were already going to win this game before. So, we're going Ravens with that one. Washington Commanders and Jacksonville Jaguars. I do think Jacksonville wins more games than they did last year, but I don't know how I feel about Washington. They got Terry McLaurin, they got the Chase Young, they have Carson Wentz as a new quarterback. I do think that's an upgrade, but I don't know how I feel about this one. 67% on Washington, 33% on Jacksonville. I think I'm going to go with Washington, just because I don't know what the Jaguars are going to be. ETN hasn't played a game in the NFL. They still have Trevor Lawrence, new coach, because Urban Meyer was a shit show. Trayvon Walker, I don't know how he's going to do, but I'm going to take Washington in that one. And now the Carolina Panthers versus the Cleveland Browns. I despise the Cleveland Browns, and they fucked up by trading Baker Mayfield for that scumbag Deshaun Watson to come in and take his spot. And he's going to get revenge. It's a revenge game for Baker Mayfield. He's going to go in, show out in his first game in Carolina, and catch a dub against the Browns, and the Browns are going to be pissed. It's going to be a great feeling. Colts and Texans. The Colts lost to the Jaguars to end the season last year. That was very rough. But I think they do have like a 10 to 12 win season and make the playoffs and maybe even go on a run. Matt Ryan, he's a game manager. He's way better than Carson Wentz. He's not going to lose you games. I don't think he'll win that many games, but their defense is very good, so I think they will be good this year. The Texans, I mean, they're still rebuilding. That's a shit show they got going on down there. Speaking of shit shows, New York Giants are awful. They suck. If I'm a New York Giants fan, I don't want them to win a single game this year because then you can get Daniel Jones out. If they go ahead and win like 6 or 7 games, they might give an excuse, oh, Daniel Jones' first year with the coach, he might be able to succeed. No, you don't want that. Just lose all your games, get you a quarterback in the draft, and start the rebuild. I'm taking Tennessee on this. I don't think they're going to be that great this year, but they're sure as hell going to be better than the Giants. Minnesota and Green Bay. I do think Minnesota is going to be a strong team this year with that offense they have. But I'll never bet against Aaron Rodgers. I'll probably pick the Green Bay Packers to win every game unless they're playing like the Rams or someone good like that, or the Chargers. So I'm picking the Packers to win in Minnesota for the first game, opening week. Kansas City Chiefs and Arizona Cardinals. I'm leaning towards Chiefs, but the Cardinals are home. Kyler Murray, he just signed a big contract. He's got to prove what he's made of. They got Marquise Brown, his former teammate, back at Oklahoma, so their connection should be good to start for the year until D-Hop gets back. But I'm going to go with Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're just the better team. I personally think the Chiefs are kind of underrated coming into this year. All the talk about the Afc West, the Chargers got new players, the Raiders got Devontae Adams, the Broncos got Russell Wilson. Let's ride. So I think the Chiefs have been a little bit underrated after they lost Tyreek Hill. I think they'll honestly win the division, but I do think they'll win that game. I like this game. This is a must-watch game. Brand new Devontae Adams on the Raiders. The Chargers got some new players. I'm not sure if J.C. Jackson is playing for the Chargers, but this is going to be a great game to watch after the Raiders knocked the Chargers out of the playoffs last year because Brandon Staley wouldn't take the tie. But I do think the Chargers are going to be very good this year. I do think they could make a run for the Super Bowl in that AFC, but it's going to be rough. Whoever makes out of that AFC, they had some luck on their side and a whole lot of skill. Tom Brady is going to be dialed in for this game. He unretired. He's coming back. Him and Giselle are on rocky terms, and he's just going to take his anger out on the Cowboys and absolutely destroy them. And the Cowboys aren't very good, and Dak Prescott might not even play in this because his foot is still struggling from that surgery. Broncos are going to absolutely slaughter the Seattle Seahawks in Russell Wilson's return to Seattle. Seattle's going to have a very rough season with Geno Smith, and that offensive line is terrible. They don't have much bright side to that, but that's my predictions. Let's go run through it real quick. We have the Saints over the Atlanta Falcons. We have the 49ers over the Bears. We have the Bengals over the Steelers. We have the Eagles over the Lions. We have the Patriots over the Dolphins. The Ravens over the Jets. The Commanders over the Jaguars. The Panthers over the Browns. The Colts over the Texans. The Titans over the Giants. The Packers over the Vikings. The Chiefs over the Cardinals. The Chargers over the Raiders. The Buccaneers over the Cowboys. And the Broncos over the Seahawks on Monday night. We are going to submit these picks. It's going to keep us a tally of our record every single week. So, come back next week for week 2. You'll see my record for this week, and we'll give our predictions for next week. That's going to do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave your opinions on my predictions down below. Did I pick your team to win? Did I not pick your team to win? That's going to do it for this video. Peace.